I'm Hazel. It's Saturday today, which makes it time to sit down and catch up on the WoW news of the week, what I have been up to, and answer some of your questions. This week, we got an official release date for patch 10.1. The patch is coming out 3 and a bit weeks from now, with the weekly reset coming the week of May 2nd. 1 week following that, starting the week of May 9th, the Season 2 of Dragonflight will begin and Aberrus, the Shadowed Crucible, will open. That means the new raid is just 1 month away from opening. As for me, I do plan to have at the very least a set of raid guides ready before the raid comes out, with the exception of the final boss, which will be ready whenever I get footage and it's ready. But it's exciting to have the next major patch release on the radar coming up quite quickly. The main thing this brings to mind for me this week is the end of Dragonflight Season 1. This means that we have functionally 3 and a bit weeks left for any remaining PvP Season 1 or Mythic Plus Season 1 goals that you might have for Dragonflight. So that means we've got a couple of mount deadlines. If you are working on the Keystone Master Season 1 mount, our glorious Hailstorm Armoredon, who now runs just fine, thank you very much, compared to his PTR where it ran a bit goofily. This is the Keystone Master mount for the first season. You need 2,000 Mythic Plus rating this season in order to get it, and it will become unavailable forevermore once the season ends, the evening before the new patch comes out. To be specific, that deadline is 10 p.m. the night before maintenance begins in each region, so 10 p.m. Pacific time for North American servers and 22 CEST for European realms. There will be new season things to work on in Season 2, but if you'd like these ones, this is going to be your last chance. As far as PvP goes, this is also the deadline for the Vicious mount for Season 1, the Vicious Sabertooth mount. Unlike the Keystone Master mount, this one does sort of come back around eventually. We could expect that after Dragonflight is over, the Dragonflight Vicious mounts will get added to the Vicious vendors in exchange for saddles. So this one's not going away forever, but this is certainly the easiest time that you'll ever have to get it. Especially because you can work on this in solo shuffle. Winning a solo shuffle match at 1,000 rating or above gives you 2% credit towards this. The other PvP seasonal rewards are also going away, so if you're working on your elite sets or gladiator mounts, then you know your deadline. So the season stuff is the big deadline, but I also want to highlight the Skyskin Hornstrider. This is not going away in 10.1, however, this is one of those things that's going to get more difficult to farm down the road rather than easier. This is the mount that you get in exchange for currency from the Storm's Fury event. And that event goes much, much easier if you join a group for it whenever it's up. Those groups may become fewer and farther between in 10.1 as everybody's off in the new patch and the Zeralek Caverns doing new content, and because of the nature of needing to defend each of the 4 portals in order to even summon the final boss, it's definitely something you want help with if you can get it. There's also a pet and a toy that you can get for this currency, as well as some elemental overflow, but we have lots of that from the Forbidden Reach. I like to check the Storm's Fury timer on the Today in WoW section of the front page of Wowhead to find out when the next Storm's Fury is and try to do at least 1 per day. And then what have we been up to? Went fishing for the first time this season. Discovered that while it looks very nice out there, it's still cold when it rains on you. And then in WoW, I've been doing the mad solo shuffle grind to try to get that Vicious mount at the very least. I don't think I'm going to worry about the elite set, but I would like the Vicious Sabertooth before the season's over. And that means that I'm going into the solo shuffle machine. The good news is that as a healer, you get basically instant queues. So if I lose, I get to shake it off. The bad news is that the DPS waited like 45 minutes to get in, so sometimes it's harder for them to shake it off if I do something goofy, but I'm doing my best out there, I promise. And then Kalia wants to know, what are your thoughts on bag space shortage in Dragonflight? I personally find myself running out of space constantly, primarily due to all the reagents we get. Maybe reagent bag slots for the reagent bank is a solution. I'd be down for that. I, too, especially in 10.07, have been running real short on bag space and finding myself needing to go through and rinse everything out over and over again. It's not that there aren't places to put these things, it's that there's an awful lot of chores involved in making sure everything gets to its right home and making sure that you sell the things that you want to sell and you put away the things that you might use later, and then you send the primal gear to your bank alts if you're going to use it, and you send it to the characters that need it if they need it, and then you take the stones and you figure out which ones you want to keep and which ones you want to grind down. That gets kind of overwhelming, and then you look at your bags and you don't want to deal with it, and that's how they tend to get full for me. It's not that I have to carry all that stuff around, it's that sometimes I don't have it in me to figure out which things I actually still need and which things I could have gotten rid of ages ago. I'm hoping that gets better after we are away from the Forbidden Reach, because Primalist gear and stones are particularly egregious for me. But yeah, I wonder if there's more that Blizzard could do to help with not just inventory space, but to help with inventory management a little bit. They've made great strides with the bags over the years of adding things like the search bar and the auto category organization and stuff, and I wonder if there's anything else that they can do there to kind of help make the bag problem less brain explodey. And that's been the week. I'm going to keep this one short and sweet. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions for me that you would like me to answer in one of these videos, please pop it in the comments and include the word question to help me find it. I appreciate you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.